Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to solve a 2 by 2 by beginners method. My next video will be about solving a 2 by 2 faster. That is, it will be all about tips and tricks you may use to be more faster in solving a 2 by 2 by beginners method. If you already know how to solve a 3 by 3, it can be a bit easier for you to learn the 2 by 2, but it's not at all necessary. But if you're interested, then go and check out my how to solve a 3 by 3 beginner series. Well, without further wasting any time, let's get started. Now let's just first talk about the color scheme. It's same as 3 by 3. That is, white is opposite to yellow. You can see white is opposite to yellow, red is always opposite to orange, and blue is always opposite to green. Now let's just compare a 2 by 2 and a 3 by 3. Well, we have a center in a 3 by 3, but we don't have it in a 2 by 2. As you can see, we have a center for each color in 3 by 3, but we don't have it in a 2 by 2. That basically means that we can make our first face, that is the white face, on any side. Like here you can see, you can make green face only over here, not on any other face. But in this case it's not like that because we don't have a center. But for the other faces we will have to follow the color scheme that I told you earlier. Now let's scramble the cube. Let's keep this away and let's scramble the cube. Okay, that should be enough. So the first step is to complete the white face, just like we do in a 3 by 3. Now the difference is, in a 3 by 3 we first make a white cross and then fix the white corners, but we don't have any edges in a 2 by 2. So the first step, that is the white face, isn't that hard to solve, but I'll just show you some examples. Actually, there are two ways by which you solve the white face. First one is to think and solve it logically, and the second way, you don't actually have to think much, you simply have to perform an algorithm and you'll be done with the white face. So I'm going to show you both the ways. Timestamps will be in the description below if you want to skip. Okay, so the first way is to solve it logically. So what we have to do is first find a corner. Like you can see, we have a white corner right there. Now find the other three. We just need to put three more and then we will be having a white face. So let's find the other corners. We can see one is right there. So how do we put that in? Simply do this. You can see it's matched. Now let's find the other ones. You can see we have this one right there. How do we put it? We have to turn it twice and it will be in the position. You can see. Now it's time for this one. Our fourth piece is right over there. Now I'll show you how to put the piece in this situation. This case is about when we have white in our top. That is, we are having a white face in the bottom and this is facing in the top. So we will bring it above the empty spot where we want to put it, just like this. It's right above where we want to place it. So we did that. Now what do is, we simply turn this layer. That is where we want to put the piece. We just turn it up, just like this. And then we have to turn the upper layer, that is this one, 2 times. Now this is a case, I'll show you. You have to again place it on top of the corner that you want to put it, just like this one, you can see. And then you have to move it away, like it's in the left side, so you have to move it away in the right side, just like this, and bring this up and place this. I'll explain you what actually is happening over here. We are just taking, we are just putting this away so this doesn't get displaced, and then we are moving this up so that the piece that we want to be here, we can put it right there. So this is what we are doing, and then place it down and you're done with the white face. I'll show you one more example just to be clear. If you don't want to see, timestamps will be in the description. If you have already understood how to make this white face, you can just skip this part. Okay, so let's take this corner this time. Now what we do is find other corners, that is one is right there. Now you can't put it like that because one corner that we already have will be displaced. Or maybe I'll just suggest to keep it on the top. If you really don't understand keeping it in the bottom, you can keep it on top, at least till you know how to solve it. Okay, so you can keep this and then move your front layer once, just like this one. You don't have to move it in this direction because that won't help. You can't insert it. So you have to move it in another direction. In which case, even if you just turn this up, you'll be placing it in the correct position, just like that. Now let's find the other. You can see this one is really easy. You just simply have to move it right there, just like you simply have to move it right there, just like this. Okay, so the last one is right there. Now I've already told you what this case is. You have to keep this corner right above where we want it to be, just like this, you can see, and then turn this layer up, turn the upper layer twice, put it back down, and then again you have to bring it right there, just above the corner that we want to put it, and then turn it away from it, turn the layer up, place it, and move it down. You can see we have completed the white face. Now let's move on to the second way. Firstly, note the algorithm. It's R, U, R prime, U prime. So what does this algorithm do and how do we apply it? And the main thing, what is an algorithm? Algorithm is a set of moves performed to swap the cube pieces to solve the cube or to solve a specific case. And to understand the algorithm, I'll quickly just show you the notations. So the notations are, you can see this is the right face and it's denoted by letter R. Clockwise it is R and counterclockwise it is R prime. This is R and this is R prime. This is left face and it's denoted by letter L. It's completely opposite to the right face. This is L prime and this is L. So this is L and this is L prime. Now the upper face. The upper face is denoted by letter U. Clockwise it is U and counterclockwise it is U prime. Now the front face is denoted by F. Again, clockwise it is F and counterclockwise it's F prime. The back face, that is the opposite one of the front face, it is denoted by B. This is B and this is B prime. Yeah, that's all for the notations. Now what was the algorithm again? It was R, U, R prime, U prime, right? So let's try what it is. I'm just gonna try it. It is going to go like this. R, that is right face, then U, upper face, then R prime, right face counterclockwise, and U prime, that is upper face counterclockwise. So now let's understand what this algorithm actually does. So you can see we already have a white pair right there, and now we need just 2 more white pieces and it will be done. So what this algorithm does is, you can see whenever you have a white piece right there, you just have to bring it right above where you wanted to put it, just like you want to put this piece in this empty spot right there. So you have to bring it right above and just perform the algorithm, that is R, U, R prime, U prime. Now you can see it's already there, just you performed it one time and it's there. But not always it will be only for one time. You have to perform it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times and 5 times. Can't say anything. So here, like in this case, you can see we have to perform it a couple more times, like 6 times maybe. Yeah, so let's go and perform it. You can see it's already in the place. It's just flipped incorrectly. We have to flip it correctly. So first of all we'll have to move it to the top layer. How do we do that? Is just performing the algorithm once, that is R, U, R prime, U prime. You can see it's in the top layer. Now you can see it's already right above the corner that we want to put it in. So let's continue performing the algorithm again and again. R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime. Now you can see it's in the place. Now take a note of it. You don't want to keep on performing the same algorithm even after solving the corner, because it will displace your solved corner. You don't want that, right? So just be careful. Now how the algorithm works and what actually does it do? The algorithm works, I'll just show you a basic case. See, in this one you may remember that once we just applied the algorithm once and it was in the correct position just like this. So what is actually happening in this? I just want to show this. So you see, when we just take this layer up, because we want to place our corner right there, so we're just moving it up, and what it does to this piece is it's moving from over here to over here. You can see the sticker is moving from over here to over here, and then we simply place it where we want it to be and simply move it down. Yeah, that's all what is happening. Okay, that's all for the white face. So let's move on to the next step. The next step is to complete the first layer. The first step was to solve the white face, but the first layer means solving these pieces along with the white face. You can see these are solved just like this. This is known as first layer. Now in some cases you may already have the first layer solved, so just skip this step and move on to the next one. Now, so there are two cases that may show up. Case number one is when you don't have a single pair of corners solved. Like in this one, you can see you don't have a single pair solved. So what you have to do is either keeping the white on the top or in the bottom, you have to perform this algorithm, that is R2, F2 and R2. Okay, so case number two. When you have one pair of corners solved, just like this, you can see we have a green pair solved but not the others. So in this case, you have to keep the white face on the top and you have to keep the solved pair in the opposite direction, just like this. I'm keeping it in the opposite direction and apply this algorithm that is on the screen. R prime F, R prime B2, R, F prime, R prime, B2 and R2. If you know how to solve a 3 by 3, then you'll notice that this is the same algorithm we used to solve the yellow corners. So, the step number 3, yellow face. Now you have completed the first layer. Now it's time to complete the yellow face. The algorithm is RU, R prime U, RU to R prime. So the case number 1, it's with 0 yellow stickers. So as you can see, we have 0 yellow stickers on the top face, keeping the white in the bottom. We don't have a single yellow sticker. So I know this is a stickerless cube. Please don't be mad at me. I'm just saying it so that you can understand. So this is having 0 yellow stickers. So what do we do in this case? We have to keep a yellow sticker in our left face, okay? Just like this. And then apply the algorithm. That is R, U, R prime, U, R, U to R prime. Now the case number 2, it's with 1 yellow sticker. You can see we have a 1 yellow sticker. How do we place it? It should be in the left bottom. You can see just like this. And apply the algorithm. That is R, U, R prime, U, R, U to R prime. So the case number 3 is when you have 2 adjacent yellow stickers, just like this. So what do we do is keep them like that. You can see 2 of them horizontally in the top. And now apply the same algorithm again that I told you earlier. That is R, U, R prime, U, R, U to R prime. Now the case number 4, with 2 diagonal yellow stickers, just like this. You have to hold them exactly like this and you have to perform the algorithm again. R, U, R prime, U, R, U to R prime. These are the 4 cases that may come across when you solve the yellow face. So now let's look at an example. Like in this situation, we can see we have 1 sticker there. So we hold it in the left bottom and apply the algorithm. That is R, U, R prime, U, R, U to R prime. Again 1 yellow sticker. So let's just hold it as we were holding it earlier. And again apply the algorithm R, U, R prime, U, R, U to R prime. And you can see we have completed a yellow face. Now the 4th step and the last step to solve a 2 by 2 is solving the last layer. That is this one. Now in this we again have 2 cases. And I'll tell you that it's completely similar to the 2nd step. That is when we solved the first layer. So the two cases are also similar. So in first case, you won't be having a solved pair in this upper layer. So what we have to do is apply the algorithm that we apply to solve the first layer. That is R prime F, R prime B2, R, F prime, R prime B2, R2. And then we will be having the solved case. This is the case number 2. That is, we have to apply it again, keeping it in the opposite direction and apply the algorithm. That is R prime F, R prime B2, R, F prime, R prime B2, R2. This time I was a bit fast because you already know the algorithm and what you have to do. So you have solved the cube, you can see. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.